Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ale LaForce reporting for us. Back to Green. Curry with it. 6 to shoot. And the shot goes down. Tim, when you look at the makeup of these rosters, what similarities do you see with these teams?
Well, I think the number one thing they have in common is experience. Both of these teams with a handful of veterans. Something I think that...
Whoa! Wow!
A top passer at his position. Green really takes pleasure in feeding his guys and getting them going.
Oh, got a piece of it. Outside Kuminga. It's stolen by Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. And he buries his first look.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Left side Curry. Out to Kuminga. Pass to Green. It's stolen by Oubre. 3-on-3. Butler with a steal. In transition, here come the Warriors. And it's Butler with the jam.
And this is where Butler wants to attack you. Ground zero.
And Tim, last season, Draymond Green adding a Hustle Player of the Year award to his Hall of Fame resume.
Yeah, and B.A., that's an award every young player should aspire to have. But I know for Draymond Green, he was hoping to get his second Defensive Player of the Year award.
Here's Embiid. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Left side Oubre. It's George on the wing. Oubre on the wing. Philadelphia with another miss.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Curry, that's good.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher. Woo! That was big time. I mean, a dunk contest finish from Embiid. This guy can fly.
Left side Curry. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 5. Back to Curry. Jacks up a 3. And that comes off the assist by Green. Curry's got 7 points.
Yeah, no fret from Curry. As long as there's time, he's confident.
Oh, got that one up quick.
For 3.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Now the Warriors with it. They're on a 14-4 run. There's a minute 26 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Green. Shoots. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Yeah, we know Embiid can do it one-on-one, but the catch-and-shoot jumper showing his versatility.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And some changes here for the Warriors. Here's Spencer. Off the mark there with a 3.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis. Outside Podziemski. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Healed for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. It's a one-on-one situation. George, good.
The execution has been better lately, do they have enough energy to pull it off?
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time. Focus on limiting mistakes.
Here's Horford. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Warriors ahead, leading by
16.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Jim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
Really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship, period." Back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. That one falls. Oubre's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I like the way that Edgecombe plays. He looks for others first. A rare trait for a rookie.
Screen by Horford. Here's Curry. It's rebounded by George. The Sixers trailing. Outside Oubre. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Down low. Here's post. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots. Yeah, we know Edgecombe has the athleticism to get through that inside resistance, but the control is also impressive.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Gotta like the momentum on George's drive, cutting into the defense and clearing himself a path.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Tim, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, just how hard of a worker is this guy?
Well, he's just exceptional. That gritty style of play is what makes him so respected, B.A. And as we know, he has a way of rising to the occasion.
Philadelphia moving it around. Lets a 3 fly. Not going to go that time. Warriors trail by 3. To the inside. Here's post. Up top, Curry. He's got 12. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Puts up a 3. Paul George pulls down the board. Now Philadelphia with it. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter.
He's so tough to stop. Even when you hit Embiid, he possesses the strength to muscle shots in.
And the Warriors making a change here. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Warriors trail by 6. Outside heel. Green, a screen to the middle. The 3 from Curry. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Curry's got 15 points.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's three ball is falling. That's how good he is.
The offensive rebound. Embiid. Excellent D there from Kuminga. Pass to Green. Outside Curry. It's hauled in by Oubre. The Sixers lead by 3. Inside. George outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Curry's shot is off. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Outside Grimes. For 3. They get it back. Pass to Edgecombe. Tries yet again. And that one's good. 6 points for him.
Well, that's a real encouraging make for Edgecombe. The rookie's showing he can score it off the ball.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. These are his first free throws of the game. And that one falls for Curry. And the Warriors making a switch here. And so Curry nails both of them.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Philadelphia on top. They're up by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it.
Not sure what exactly happened there. It didn't look like they were on the same page.
Philadelphia leading by 5. The shake. And he sinks the layup. George has got 11.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there. And just wasn't able to set up in time.
And Philadelphia making a change here.
First team foul. Now in for Philadelphia, number 22.
Here's Kuminga. Outside Podziemski. Launches a 3. Joel Embiid with the board. And the 76ers with possession. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life. Back to you.
Paying tribute. All right, thank you, Allie.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Here's Butler.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Kuminga to halt the run. Kuminga soars in for the slam. Man, he makes it look easy.
The all-around game of Butler. He's all about sharing the rock and getting his guys involved.
Out to Horford. Let's go with a 3. Right side, Kuminga. The three-pointer off the mark. The Sixers lead by 8. Here's Edgecombe. Horford pulls it in. Outside Kuminga. There's a screen by Kuminga to the middle. It's Podziemski on the wing. Out to Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, nice D from George. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling. Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Tim, we've seen the offensive game of Quentin Grimes go through the roof.
Yeah, B.A., he is playing with major confidence right now. In high school and college, he was a lead guard, and that comfortability with the ball is evident.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Watford. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And the 76ers lead by 9.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
It's stolen by Kuminga. To the inside. Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
We know Green prefers to work up close. He loves getting those high percentage looks.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Pass to Curry. Fires for 3. And Watford pulls it down. Philadelphia leading by 9. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Stephen Curry.
And when you watch VJ Edgecombe play, the word explosive comes to mind. A tremendous athlete with an exciting future.
And the Warriors making a change here. And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup grab.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer. That's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
Pass to Edgecombe. Warriors with the rebound. Now here's Kuminga. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, Kuminga, strong like bull.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Philadelphia on top. They lead by 8. Don't.
38.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Warriors trail by 8. Pass to Butler. Oh, George with a steal. Outside Grimes. Philadelphia moving it around. And that one's good. Bona. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Podziemski. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job and help.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Podziemski. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Legs, we've seen players extend their primes, extend their careers. What's behind that?
Well, I think you have to look at the absolute best, LeBron James, and what he has been able to do in making that investment in terms of caring for his body. It's a role model that all players should emulate.
Question is, can anybody replicate what LeBron has done?
Boy, that's going to be tough to copy that.
Outside Podziemski. Hield from outside. He drops it from range. Hield's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Long-range shots like that, almost effortless for Hield. Every chance he gets, he'll take that shot.
Warriors trail by 8. Pass to Butler. Down low. And the basket by Hield. Hield's got 5 points now this quarter.
And I like whenever Hield attacks inside like this, exploiting the defense when they give him these chances. Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. And it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers. Players trying to hold each other accountable. They're fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Shot clock at 2. Curry. The putback. How about the activity?
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Here's George. Beyond the arc. Ooh, the shot misses. Look at Chef Curry cooking it up inside.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
George, right side. George draws the double. No good from 3. Warriors trail by 4. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kuminga. And the Warriors making a switch here. And the 76ers with possession. They've led by as many as 11. Now Oubre. Outside George. Shoots a 3. Money from 3.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
Curry outside. Post inside. George is there for the rebound. The Sixers lead by 7. Oubre, and the 3 misses. Green up top. Curry outside. He launches. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Watford outside. George fires. Oh, he cannot hit. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. Now Podziemski. Green, a screen.
What offensive effort from Green. Backing off the shot isn't even a consideration for him.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. So he comes up empty at the line. And he commits the intentional foul. Now Philadelphia with it. 4-point game. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first. And that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Every free throw is crucial in a close game. Nice work at the line.
Curry. Oubre with a rebound. And now we've got an intentional foul. So the first one drops. And that makes it a 7-point lead.